The 1995 Constitution ushered in a new era for women. Recognizing that not only do women have the same rights as men, but also declared unconstitutional laws, cultures, customs, and traditions that undermine the dignity of women. With it came policies such as affirmative action to close gender inequality in politics and education. Subsequently, women representation in parliament increased drastically with introduction of district women members of parliament and councillors in local governments. A number of women have also been appointed to top government and ministerial positions. It is now 19 years since the affirmative action was legitimized. But have they translated into having women's issues being articulated more by those holding these influential positions?
Women parliamentarians were very instrumental around the law against FGM, female genital mutilation, around the law against trafficking. They were also very instrumental around the sexual offences bill. They were also instrumental around the marriage and divorce bill, even though it didn't pass. But many women pushed that bill.
These laws might have been passed with much influence from women members of parliament, but there is growing criticism that they are just being used for political gains.
Because of politics of monetization, the affirmative action now is not serving its purpose, but it has been manipulated and exploited and abused to serve the interests of those who are in power.
Women's rights activist Miriam Matembe argues that the influence of women is hinged on the whims of those in power.
What is happening in Uganda now is having women in power without power. They are brought into power without power, and instead they are serving power.
While Matembe continues to lash out at the women members of parliament for not fully performing to their expectations due to government influence, the former chairperson of the Uganda Women's Parliamentary Association, Alisemera Jen, says the contribution of women legislators can only go as far as their parties project these concerns.
We have party whips. If you bring in controversial issues which the party does not want, they'll whip you and you'll eventually keep quiet.
Affirmative action may have increased on the women's voices in development through female representation, but only for a few.
In order to ensure that affirmative action, especially the seat, is accessed by as many women as possible, we need to address the commercialization of politics.
The women movement are also advocating for 50-50 representation in both elective and appointed positions. Serwanjja, NTV.